Well, it has been a week, my friends. I'm sure you're feeling it as well as I am. Between the national election, which is still being contested in many places, and folks moving ahead with lots of ideas about the administration, we know that right now this is a very interesting time to be living in. What I will say is I have great hope about what this inclusiveness might mean with the new administration based on the unofficial winner at this point. There's promising signs for our DACA students and for Dreamers, for equity and inclusion and diversity, and certainly for potentially having a First Lady who has a deep connection to community colleges. I hope that bodes well for us here at Montgomery College. A lot of my energy this past week has really been devoted to speaking about inclusion in several national conferences, and I sense a new willingness taking place, maybe even say an energy that's taking place in this space. The nexus of COVID, unchecked police conduct, and economic stress has highlighted a number of inequities in our communities. These have seemed to reach a tipping point with our willingness to have hard conversations about race. And I see them popping up in new spaces all over the country each and every day. It heartens me to know that we're being courageous and vulnerable and willing to take on these issues in order to make perhaps a more perfect union. What I'm most proud about, though, is that these conversations are nothing new at Montgomery College. In fact, the next time that I'll be together with a group talking about this will be at the Presidential Dialogue Series, which takes place on December 3rd. I have two guests who have deep experience with race and criminal justice. The first is going to be Maryland Congressman David Trone, and the other is ACLU Deputy Legal Director Jeffery Robinson. We'll be talking about criminal prosecution and sentencing, banning the box on job applications, supporting incarcerated folks with Pell Grants, and providing jobs for reentry. As I've said before, radical inclusion means that we don't get to leave anyone behind. And I'm so excited about the work that we do, even in these challenging times, with the Montgomery County Correctional Facility here in Clarksburg. Finally, in response to COVID-19's higher transmission rates that we're starting to see across the state, the college is carefully monitoring what we're seeing and being very deliberate in direct communications with the county and the state in this space. Our protocols are currently aligned with those that have been given by Governor Hogan, and therefore we'll continue to emphasize the work we've been doing around telework. So we don't anticipate any changes there. None of our classes have more than 25 students enrolled, and we have robust protocols in place for reporting and the ability to transmit information back to important people who need to know that is something that we have been excelling at here at the college. We're carefully watching conditions and following guidance from our county and state health authorities, as we know that they have our best interest in mind as well. Now, please, I'm asking everybody to do your part, okay? That means wash your hands. It means cover your face. It means practice social distancing. And I know if we all do our part, as my hope that we'll be able to get together sooner rather than later. I hope that you all are doing well, and I'll see you next week. Until that time, be well.